Just frame. As part of this video, we are going to see how to deploy a Docker image into GKE cluster. So here you can deploy any image. It's not specific to React, but you can deploy any image into GKE cluster. It's a standard approach. But now as part of our demo, we are going to deploy one of our previous image what we got created as part of our React tutorial. So that image I'm going to take as a reference from the a Docker Hub repository, and I'm trying to deploy into GKE clusters what we got created as part of our previous demo. So let's get started. So right now I am into Google Cloud Console and into GKE clusters. So we can see two clusters which got created as part of our previous videos. So one is autopilot mode and the second one is in standard cluster mode. So I'm going to deploy our image which is got created as part of our React demo. So we can see over here, let me show you. So let me go to the repository. So I can see there is a two images is available which got created as part of our Docker tutorial. So I'm going to use this image. Let me go to the tags. What is the latest version? So this is the image and version 1.0. I'm going to use it to deploy this image into our clusters. So let me deploy first into Autopilot cluster. So click on the cluster, and if you can see on the top there is a deploy button, you can click on that. So you can give the name Autopilot deploy. So basically I'm trying to give the deployment name Autopilot deploy. So this is our deployment name, and the second option is you need to select the container details, which image you want to deploy. So now I'm going to deploy the image one we got created as part of our Docker tutorial. I'm just trying to give the image name and version. After that you can click on that. Next we need to expose this image to the external world, then we can able to access it, otherwise we are not able to access it. For that purpose you can click on next, expose. So you can see here there is a two options, port 1 and protocol. So basically here the target port means where the port is running. So where the port is running, so your port is running under 3000. So basically the React image when I got created, so I have exposed this image, the port as 3000. So that is my target port. So when user is want to connect to that port, so I am giving an option, so 41. So this is the user will use this port, and this is where the image is going to run it. So from 4 ones to 3000 we are making a communication, and it's kind of a load balancer we are exposing to the external world. And then finally you can click on deploy. So it will take a minute or couple of minutes so to deploy it. So meanwhile we will deploy same image into another cluster what we got created, so as part of our cluster demo. So let me go to the Kubernetes Engine and then navigate to cluster. So now I want to deploy another image into the standard cluster. So again you can see over here and there is a deploy. You can click on over here and you can give deployment standard demo. So this is the standard cluster. I'm giving the name as a little different one, deployment standard demo. And then you can click on container details, which container you want to deploy it. So this is the Docker image I want to deploy, and then click on OK, and then we need to expose this container to external world. This is again a standard approach what we have done it. So again, so the Docker image created and exposed with 3000, and now I want to expose to the external world the port as 42s. Okay, so this is the way user can able to access or can able to communicate with this port. Okay, and then deploy it. So again it will take a couple of minutes, so you can watch out the progress these two deployments under workloads. So you can see over here, So if you see the standard mode, it's saying it does not have minimum availability, like I said in the before. So whenever you are using standard mode clusters, it will take some more time to assign all necessary resource, memory, cluster nodes, network IPs, all those things. So that's the reason it requires some more time. So you just click on that, so you can see the progress. So we just need to wait for a couple of minutes, so to just provision all the pods deployments. So I'm just going to pause the video for a minute. Yes, now we can see the standard deployment is completed very fast than the autopilot mode, because the standard or deployment, the standard cluster having all the available resources already provisioned before, or when trying to create the time, when we are trying to create the cluster, the time itself. So that's the reason the deployment is completed very fast. So the next step, how you are going to access the standard deployment or standard cluster workload. So you can click on the deployment and then you can come over here, and we have already exposed an external world with the port number. So you can open this URL in a different tab, so then you can able to access your application. So you can able to see your application. So this is one of the way you can able to access your application from the external world. Okay, so this is the way you can able to access your application. So this is the dedicated port we assigned, and this is the IP for external world. So it has been assigned. So okay, now go back to workload, and still, yes, now we can see the autopilot mode. So this deployment also got completed and we can able to see it. So you can click on it and then you can come down. So we can see over here, so we had given the ports as 4 ones, and you can click on it. So you can able to see the image which is running over here, and you can see the ports are different. This is 4 twos, this is 4 ones. So that's the way you can able to deploy any of your image into the GKE cluster, and you can able to access it from the external world. And another notice, whenever you are trying to create or exposing your service, so it will trying to create an ingress, so that we can able to see over here. Come back to gateway services and you can able to see the all the ingress what we have got created. So this is where we can see the ingress which is got created, or service which is got created to expose the deployment into the external world. Otherwise you are not able to access it from the outside. So you can see here 3 pods are running, and each pod we can able to see the statistics. And again, let me go back to workloads in case if you want to see the metrics of your deployments which is running. So you can click on the deployment and you can able to see the some of the metrics, how CPU memory is allocated, and if you want to see the logs, you can come and verify the logs over here. Okay, so this is the way you can able to see the logs. Say for instance, now you want to deploy, or if you want to send more requests for both, and let me trigger more requests so that we can able to see the graph changes, how memory or request or resource are utilizing it. So refresh it and we can able to see the graph changes. So it's trying to spin up the graph little high, because it is trying to take more memory because we send more request, and you can able to see the corresponding logs over here. So this is the way you can able to monitor your application once the deployment is completed, how the CPU memory allocation is done. And we can see some more observability over here, little detail, there is some more graphs. if you can see many things we can able to notice over here. So memory, how much memory it is trying to utilize, how many memory request it is trying to get. So all those things we can able to see it over here. So this is the way you can able to monitor your deployments, right? So once the deployment is completed. Yes, I think that's all about this video. If you like the video, you can subscribe the channel for more subsequent updates, and thank you so much.